Alright everybody, another update on the Cyclops. I've been working on him, and one thing I did is I highlighted his chest area. Wasn't too happy with that, so I redid it with the yellow brown right here. It's XF92. That's his flesh tone color, and I just went over that. When I hit it with a final flat clear, it'll look like the rest of the Cyclops, but he turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results of the Cyclops. If I do any weathering to his hoofs, I might add a little light brown into that, but I might just let it go and keep him like he is. I did primer up the prisoner, the base, and the cage in Stanowhere's white primer. Then I went over it with a coat of let me grab it here. I went over it with Tamiya flat white XF2, and prisoner looks pretty good. I'm going to start painting him up. I got to figure out what colors I'm going to use for him, but looking pretty good. Had to do some putty work and sanding on the, clean up those seams, and then I primered it. Turned out pretty good. You're not going to see much of him when he's in the cage there, but enough. So I'm going to figure out what colors I'm going to use on him. The base turned out pretty nice. You can see here. Colors I'm going to start with on the base, I have this Tamiya. It's Flat Earth XF52, and that's going to look good on these areas here. The stones, I'm going to have to figure out what color I'm going to use for the the rocks. The cage, I'm going to go with the flat brown XF10 for the cage. And also for the base, I'm going to use Mono Masters. It's acrylic armor sand in some areas on the base, because those two colors are going to go together pretty decent. This will be the overall color on the base, and then apply that sand, so it'll look pretty good. And then, like I said, I might use a dark gray or something for the rocks. I'll see when I get to that. I'm going to be getting ready and prep this up and put the base in the spray booth and paint that, get that started, and then decide what colors I'm going to use on the prisoner. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for now, give everybody this update, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on the Cyclops. Last video I posted was about a month ago, and he's done. Turned out pretty cool. Last couple days I've been working on the base, and it turned out really nice. Like it. I'm going to do a little bit more detailed work on the base, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Looks really cool. Prisoner here, I'm going to work on him next. Get some paint on him. He turned out pretty good. Little skeleton here, I'm going to paint him up, get him done. He turned out pretty good. I just hit him with a, I think it was a medium gray, Tamiya gray. I used my Tamiya flat brown on the cage. It looks really cool. Looks like I might have to touch it up a little bit more, but almost like the way it looks. It's weathered, but I might go over it again lightly with some flat brown. But turned out pretty good. Like the results with that. But getting close to wrapping this up. Like I said, I'll do a little bit more detailed work on the base. All I have to do now is work on the prisoner and the skeleton and finish up the cage. It shouldn't take me too much time to finish this all up. This is for the HobbyLink International Halloween group build for 2023. I've got till I think almost the last week in October to get this done, but I'll have it done way before that. This is we're already in September, and I should have it done within a couple days or a week. But I haven't posted in a month on this build, so I'm going to be uploading this soon on my YouTube channel, so everybody can get a look at what I've done so far with the Cyclops and the base, the prisoner, cage, and the skeleton. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap for part 3, and I'll talk with everybody later. Be safe out there, and have a great holiday weekend.